Hey, hey, hey.
Oh, hey.
Hey, Faith.
Hey.
You know, last time I checked, we are
Super
live. We're
live.
super live, everybody. Hey,
you.
y'all. This is day 3, end of day 3. We are on BIEL WATCH 2026. We're going to
Always.
get to that in just, always we stay on BIEL WATCH. We're going to get to that in just a minute, but Faith, I think we have a very special guest joining us.
We do.
Is that right?
And they will be joining us momentarily.
Going to join us in just a minute. We actually have, we're going to call this a tease industry talk. Don't worry about it. We have, made Arista laugh. We have, I think, 3 special guests, maybe more. Get involved. You should call in right now because we are super live.
Super
So
live. Yeah.
Call in right now if you'd like to join us. Should we get into BIEL WATCH? Do we think we have somebody joining?
Sure. Let's get into BIEL WATCH.
You know,
Matt Stone.
Matt Stone from, I believe, Imo's team.
Must be.
Excellent. Wonderful.
Hey, Matt. Calling you from
you guys
HQ.
doing?
They call
How are you guys doing?
We're well. How are you doing?
Good spirits. Yeah, I'm with Neve and Poppy. So 3 of our crew members. We just sent Imo out onto a power line section with 2 of the guys that are running with her. So yeah, all in good spirits.
Awesome. Very cool. Can you give us, how's her day been? I know the night was kind of hard, so bring us into the early hours and maybe some of the mileage. What are we looking at?
Yeah, do you want to break down?
Well, so I suppose the days are kind of merged into one, to be honest. I'd say this day has been really, really positive. I think from the get-go, we were worried about the heat because obviously it's so much warmer than yesterday. We've still got the wind, which is nice. But we did the cooling strategy. She's not overheated too much. She's been, and I know we keep saying it, but she's been in such good spirits for most of the day.
Yeah.
I think with any race, you're going to have some low moments, and she has had some low moments, but yeah, it's been pretty positive.
Yeah. And today, there's been a fire lit under her, and she just wants to get to Vegas. Now I think she sees that it's in sight, and looking at our route and seeing that she's on the back end of it, she's buzzing to get there.
So she's in a power line section now. Has she done one already? Or what's the route been?
Yeah. This is her second one. This one is about 35 kilometers. So that's why we've sent her off with 2 of the guys, just so they couldn't carry enough water for her and food. So the first one she did, what was the first one? It's quite a while ago.
Yeah, it was about...
Yeah. She did that through the night previously, so she's now getting to do this in the daytime. Maybe by the end of it might be starting to get dark, but yeah, she's geared up with everything she needs.
Awesome. Very cool. And what's our KM's mileage looking like right now?
350? No, 370.
370 kilometers, I think she's done.
She's got, from when she left us, probably,
99 left, was it?
yeah, she left us half an hour ago and she had 98 kilometers left.
Yeah.
So,
Wow. 98K left. Amazing.
Yeah.
We are going
she's doing well.
to do the translation for the Americans.
About 50,
cooling
65 miles maybe.
You said 55? About
60.
60, 50,
61 miles.
60,
61 miles.
61
Yeah,
miles.
yeah.
Wow. Amazing. What do you think is helping her stay in such good spirits? I know you said the wind, but what else?
I think mentally she's broken it down from now 35k of power lines and then 60k and then until she gets to Vegas. So it's 35k now, then another 30k, and then she said the last 30k home stretch she's just going for it. So I think breaking it down into those 3 sections has really helped her just break it down kilometer wise. And yeah, I think this next 60k she'll probably take it easier. And then, the last 30, she's racing it. She's going for it.
She's also had a lot of love online, lots of nice messages, which she's been every now and then jumping on her phone, seeing all the nice stuff that people have been saying. So, yeah, she's in good spirits.
That's awesome. Very cool. What other questions we have?
I mean, I'm just excited to hear how she's doing. She's pushing. I want to share a little bit about the record maybe after the call happens. But no, thank you all for jumping in, giving us an update. We're really rooting for Imo so much, and it's really cool to see her out in front, been pushing the entire way, and I think is pushing BL as well. So excited to see how the next 60 miles or 98K go. I did that in my head.
Thank you all
Right.
so much for
Well,
joining us. So cool. Wow. So they said breaking it up into sections really helps. We've heard that from other folks too. So she's on power lines for about 35K.
Okay.
She's kind of broken it down into like 60K that she'll take it a little easy.
Yeah, yeah.
And the last 30K, she's going to power into town.
Wow.
So cool.
I mean, from what I can recall, she runs power line to Prim, and then she's on asphalt again. So off the trail, off the rocks. And then it's not the most beautiful stretch, but it's Prim on a side road highway all the way to Vegas. We actually have some footage of BIEL running when we get to BIEL Watch, but I do want to check and see. Tommie is out there tracking.
He's ready.
He's ready? Okay, great. Why don't we have Tommie come in? Tommie's been out all day following along with BIEL, and excited to see where Tommie's at. And yeah, what are the updates from the road?
What up?
Hey, Tommie.
What's up, guys? Man, it's incredible out here. It's we're like I feel like I'm watching history right now, man. This guy is out here absolutely crushing it. We saw BL a little bit ago, and he's very metronome, moving along, and he just super locked in.
Yeah, he's got to be for the pace that he's going. It's incredible.
Yeah.
Who else have you been seeing today?
We haven't seen too many people actually today because we've kind of been out front, kind of trying to track him down a little bit. We saw Andy a little bit earlier. He was doing pretty well, and we also saw Elena quite a bit earlier. But since we've been trying to track BL down through
Right.
Powerline and all that, we caught him right after Prim, and we actually rode with him for a while, coming up that asphalt road, that old highway from Prim to Vegas. So he should
Very
be
cool.
where we are in about 30 minutes or so, but he is about 20 something miles out.
20 something miles out. Wow. And they rode along a little while, and we're saying he looks like a metronome.
Wow.
Super locked in.
Wow. I was going to ask Tommie a question if there's a second to jump in. Tommie,
Yeah.
you running this last year, you know, a marathon feels like a comprehensible distance for, I think,
Yeah.
athletes, runners like yourself. When you were going through your last 25, 26 miles last year, what was the emotion? What was going through your head when you're like, cool, just one more marathon left? Is that clicking? Just curious what the mindset is.
Yeah, it felt like a big relief to be getting closer to finishing. And I don't think I ever thought about it like a marathon yet, because at the pace you're going, it's just like you kind of want to start celebrating when there's like 5 more miles left. But the way that BL has kind of torn this race apart and like broken it apart, it seems like I'm sure he knows exactly like that he's almost within a marathon away, and what that means like for our hourly rate or hourly pace. And I really can't imagine what he's thinking right now. We were riding next to him. He didn't say, many words at all. And he seems like he's just very determined to get this done. And if he stays at the pace he was at, I mean, maybe he'll be done by like 11 p.m.
Wow. Amazing. Okay. So one estimate, maybe around 11 p.m.
Okay.
You said you rode alongside. You talked to crew, obviously. Anything else you can share that you've learned about his strategy?
I mean, his strategy seems to be don't stop running ever. I think like he literally
Sounds
it seems like he's taken a very aggressive route. Every time he had a chance to take a new route or a way to get there faster, it seemed like he did. I'm not sure if he improvised or deviated from his original route that he had planned, but he seems like he's just not stopping very much. I don't know how much he slept. They're very meticulous with their fueling and all that stuff, but it seems to me that he hasn't slept very much at all. Like he really he really can't have slept much in the last 60 hours or whatever it's
Wow.
been.
Yeah. Amazing. Don't stop running, barely sleeping, meticulous about fuel. I love it. Tommie, thanks for being out there.
Yeah,
Thanks
seriously.
so much for calling in and
Yeah,
keeping
no
us
problem.
updated.
Yeah. Thank you, Tommy.
No problem. See you guys soon.
Yeah. Enjoy Vegas tonight.
See you soon.
Yeah, we miss you soon. Bye. Love it. Tommy's in the mix, and I'm so
Yeah.
thankful that he's out there, and also just sharing that insight from him having run last year, knowing, I think what the body's going through, what the emotions are going through. Excellent. So we are on BIEL Watch.
We are on BIEL Watch.
So Tommie shared, BIEL is less than a marathon away from Vegas. Approximate arrival at the finish, if all things hold, feels like it's around 11 p.m. Could be a little earlier, could be a little later, of course, but somewhere around 11 p.m. That would, in fact, set a new record by considerable time. We can see our records down here. 75 hours flat for the men, and then 82 hours and 41 minutes is our women's record. The men's record is held by Erin Kubala, the women's record by Lucy Shodell. Shout out, Lucy. Nice to hear from you today. We do miss you. Lucy, we can talk about storytelling another time, another legend in the TSP space. I tried to do some quick adding of times. I believe that we know that 75 hours is 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. So again, if BIEL arrives at 11 p.m., that's considerably before the 75-hour mark. I believe 82 hours and 41 minutes puts us at 2:41 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. So I think that is the time that Emo is trying to arrive in Vegas by to set a new women's record. So super exciting, and I'm so curious to hear again. Like, are they feeding off of each other? Are they running their own race? I'm curious, but incredible performance so far, without a doubt. Okay, I want to show a couple things. I'm going to put my mic down for a minute, but I want to show a couple pieces that we actually got from the team that's with Tommie that shows BIEL in this final stretch after Prim. So let's see, maybe we can go here. Is that working okay? So you can see, again, Tommie said he's like a metronome. He's just pushing super, super hard. I think this is Mao doing some donuts around him, because I guess that's what captains do. But yeah, he's just a machine, just pushing along, don't stop running. Maybe one more time. Yeah, so you can see Mojave Desert behind him, pushing along. Just another day of running 100 miles. That's it. Okay, so with that in mind, why don't we jump into our leaderboard? And I think we have a graphic for the leaderboard. So as we mentioned, this is from 6 p.m., which was some time ago, but we're super live, so it doesn't really matter. BIEL at this time was about 28 miles out. We know that he's about 24, 25 at this point. Just talked to Mo. She's about 60 miles out. Johnny Ramos still hanging at the third, 92 miles out, fighting through some things. Push it, Johnny, rooting for you. Andrew Friedman, less than 100 miles away. And Gregory Willis rounds out our top 5. Sergio from Barcelona is in 5th, and then the rest of our top 10 goes Lupe, Reed, Laura, and Michelle. That we've got different groups, it feels, out there. I don't know if they're running together, if they're just crossing paths, but Laura, Michelle, and Elena Maria and Esther are all in somewhat of a group. I think that Elena Maria has maybe teamed up with a couple members of Team Solo, perhaps putting in some miles together. And then Andy Alvarez in 13th. Darren Norwood is right there with Andy, and Zach McCurdy is just behind. Really beautiful little piece of Mojave Desert Postal Service delivering a special audio gift to Zach on the road. And so if you haven't checked that out, jump over to the Instagram. It's a really, really nice moment. People sending some love and some messages to Zach. Maybe they have a package for you. Who knows? In any case, it may not have gotten to you yet because maybe you're part of the 25%. And then 140 out, we've got Eddie and Yamir, who joined us in the last SUPERLIVE, about 140 out. Abraham, who's running home, 141.
There's a chance we might have Abraham.
Might have
able to
Abraham
join.
joining.
We'll see.
Maybe Abraham's going to join. And then Julia, Josh. Oh, somebody didn't correctly order these things. So I think Julia and Mitchie are probably 19 and 20. And then Josh is actually 21, but they're all around 142, 143 miles out. William Gray running solo unsupported. from Chile is at 146, along with Jen Curtis, who's running crewless, is 146. Tony Ross, 165. Malcolm Ebanks, 153. Who built this leaderboard? It's out of order. Unbelievable. Get them out of here. Timothy Bing and Kavana McCraney running together about 172 out. Lexi and Drea running together about 178 out. And then Sydney is pushing hard about 218 out. So that's our overall solo leaderboard. We've also got the ticker at the bottom. Some of those things are out of order. But you know what? We do aim to deliver 75% of the time.
Hey.
I'm going to say it's more than 75% right, without a doubt. With that in mind, do we in fact have another special guest joining?
I believe we do.
We do?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna
we'll
see.
give it a couple of minutes.
We think we have Abraham,
We think we have Abraham
solo athlete from DTK Downtown Cruise from Vegas,
running unsupported.
running unsupported. I didn't know that. This
I
is
believe.
news. Great. I'm
May
here.
or may-
We're gonna
may or
find
may
out.
not
This
be
could be
the
breaking
case.
news. Even though I blame our research team for not informing us fully, but Faith seems like she knows
could be a
exactly
misspeak.
what is going on.
Well, we'll
so
see.
we'll give it another minute, see if Abraham can join. But Abraham's solo team is
Running home.
He is in fact running home.
He is in fact running
He
home.
lives at the sign. He's like, I live here. That's
Yeah.
that's what's up.
Part of Downtown Cruise, and they saw him out on the route, gave
Yeah.
hugs yesterday.
Love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Super good energy across the board. As we see if he's going to join, we think we have Abraham in.
here.
Abraham's in. Abraham's in.
Hey, what's good?
Abraham, how are you?
I'm doing well. It's been an
Thank you
exciting
so
day.
much
It's been a
for
fun day.
joining. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's been going on?
Just eating up some miles, so it's been fun. Just ran into the little puffer that Josh had warned about in the WhatsApp. It would have been good if I had read that maybe
Oh.
15 minutes ago. But it was a little excitement, a little surge of adrenaline, but it all worked out.
Good. Where about are you?
I had just turned onto Yermo Road at the top of like the Daggett Yermo. There's a Jack in the Box right there. Oh, Peggy Sue's Diner. That's probably the best landmark.
Peggy Sue's Diner. Very
Oh,
cool.
love it. He's diner.
So basically halfway, just past halfway for the route that I've got.
That's awesome. Can you give us some insights into how you're moving, how you're cruising? What are you eating? Where are you sleeping? How much?
Yeah, sure. Let's see. I think the route I'm doing is like a pretty common route. I think it's just under 300, between 190 and 300. I think a lot of people this year are doing it. Not gonna lie, I lifted it wholesale from Tommie. She helped me out a lot actually with this whole process. Definitely couldn't do it without her. I'm eating a lot of carb drink from the feed, a lot of just, scoop this white powder, put it in the water, and then just drink it a ton. And then just mixing in, a lot of bread, a lot of croissants, a cup of noodles, So that's been pretty
Croissants
good.
and cup of noodles. That sounds great.
Yeah, it's definitely working for me, so it's been good.
And are you meeting up with crew along the way?
So I have two people who have one RV. It's a 32-foot RV, so it's three of us in this like big ass RV. So it's pretty funny.
That's awesome.
Well, I think it's funny. I don't know if it's funny for my crew, Billy, who's been driving it the whole time, because my sister, who is my crew captain, she doesn't drive that thing. Big kudos to him for powering through. And so sometimes I'll be like, all right, I'll do this big section so you can kind of try and get a little rest. Yeah, but they're great. They're not really big time runners, but I mean, she's my sister, so I know she's going to take good care of me.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, it's a good time.
Please share a little bit about your relationship with running.
Yeah, sure. I never had like a terrible relationship or a great relationship. I started running in my 30s. Yeah, just kind of was like, oh, I can still do it, And, it's humbling when you first start out. It's just so hard. But you just kind of keep doing it. and then it gets a little bit easier, and then it starts to become fun. And then I kind of just did that normal progression where I started on road doing just a little bit, and there was like a shoe store where some people worked at, and they're like, hey, come to this group run on this other night if you're available. So I went to it, and it was a trail run. So I go there, and there's like 60 people here. I'm from Vegas, so this big group. It was like one of the members like farewell, like he was like moving. So, and I'm like, wow, these people are great. You know, it was a really nice community. And then the thing about trail running is that it's, I mean, back then anyway, like in the like 2018, like 2016, 2017, it was just so like interlocked with ultra running. So yeah, I just kind of upped the ante, slowly progressed through, you know, doing 50Ks, 100K. Finally got 100 miler done at the beginning of last year. And then I did a second 100 just like for fun on my birthday. And then TSP's kind of just been on the radar. And then now I know some people who have been a part of it, who have done it. And yeah, it's been great.
So cool. Wow. I love it. You give a lot of people hope. Start in your 30s. Do a 100 miler for fun on your birthday. Head to TSP. I love it. Thank you so much for joining us. We're super excited for you, and we can't wait to see you in Vegas.
I can't wait to be home. Not gonna lie. Hey,
right.
did BIEL? How far out is
BIEL is probably less than 28 miles.
Woo! Let's go.
Yeah.
That's incredible. Awesome.
It's wild.
Abraham,
all right, good stuff. All right, you guys
Abraham, you still there? Yeah. Question for you. If you knowing Las Vegas, you could send BIEL to one place after he finishes, where's the first spot that he should go to celebrate in Las Vegas?
Ooh. There's a pretty cool spot called the Silver Stamp.
Cool.
Near downtown. But I remember he worked at a club. I don't know. He doesn't drink anymore, does he? Or does he still? Does he party?
He doesn't have your
I don't know.
Maybe not. Maybe something that feels inclusive no matter what kind of celebration you have.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. Less party. But make you feel good.
I mean,
Makes you feel at home.
Makes you feel at home.
well, I just like eating, so it's definitely gonna be like a food place. I mean, I know some people have already hit up the In-N-Out, so that's what I'm dreaming of right now. But I'm not gonna have it until I get out from there. So In-N-Out's definitely a great spot. Local spots. I'll tell him somewhere when I see him.
All
When I
right,
get
that's
them. I'll message him.
All right, we're breaking up a little bit.
Yeah.
Enjoy the ride. All right, see ya. Very cool.
Abraham said that he likes In-N-Out.
He said he likes In-N-Out.
I mean, maybe we
Yeah.
should see if Mojave Desert Post Service can get him a little double animal style. You know what
I
I mean?
love that idea.
Could be fun. Could
Yeah.
be nice. Wow.
So he does have a crew.
Great.
And it's his sister.
Wow.
Yeah,
That
his
is,
sister and one other person. And they're not big runners, but he said he knew they'd take good care of him regardless. So that's pretty cool.
I love that. So many solo athletes bring their families along for the adventure, and it's a really beautiful thing to see. I'm going to hold my own personal situation out of that because I don't know if this is going to play out.
Yeah.
Anyway, but that's neither here nor there. They're welcome to come in and crew for me anytime. Okay, this has been a packed episode. We've been super live as always.
Yeah.
We are on BIEL Watch. We may not do a full super live episode, but we will let you know. So keep an eye on the Hour, on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Keep an eye on Instagram. Ant is at the finish line. Tommie is coming in with BIEL. We will have coverage for the finish when it happens this evening. Again, BIEL is on track to break the solo record by a substantial amount. Imo is also on track to challenge the women's record. So I'm excited to see what happens over the next, 18 hours or so.
Very cool. Just like amazing and in awe of these athletes. Keep sending them love. One of the things Emo's team said is that like every once in a while when she has a second to stop, she looks at the messages and they definitely are a part of keeping the vibes high. So thanks for reaching out and continue to show our athletes some love.
That's right. Love that. Appreciate y'all. We are super live, always super live,
Super,
born
super
super
live.
live. We've been super live since super live was super live. See you soon.